Hi, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to a special subset of SkipperWing Draws a Thing, process videos for the Crimson Fly animated comic strip. And so today's strip is not a strip at all. It's actually the cover for issue 4, the fire. I wonder what that one's about. Admittedly, it's a bit of a cop-out because I wasn't entirely ready to start working on issue 4. And so doing the cover was an excellent way to get around having to start. On the plus side, when I cop out on working, I'm still finding a way to work because I do eventually need to do the cover anyway for the compilation / print version. Yes, there will be compilations and print versions available not in stores everywhere, but in a store format at some point. So, yeah, I found a way to work even while copping out. So, as you might have noticed, in that first illustration, he was standing outside the building, and then I decided, nah, I'll do it interior instead. And the reason why is because that feels more personal. If he's outside observing the fire, well then, it's not quite as intense because he's not in it. But when he's inside and there's fire everywhere and there's danger of burning or things falling on you or things falling out from under you, well, that gets your blood pumping now, doesn't it? So yeah, sometimes I don't get it right on the first try, and when I don't, then I try again. Try again, and never give up. That's a very obscure reference to a video game. In any case, oh my, Crimson Fly's sleeves are missing, which is weird. Why is that? Well, you'll have to read to find out. But as far as a sort of thematic thing, I kind of wanted there to be a consequence to start building up, as opposed to every week everything kind of sort of resets. So, yeah, his sleeves are missing. And yeah, that's not really a big permanent thing, but it's also a little too early for dangerously permanent things to be happening, like losing limbs or wings or any number of things that I may or may not be foreshadowing by rambling. So, yeah, Crimson Fly is carrying a kid. Is she important? Well, you'll have to read to find out. Yeah. So, on that note, the environment. Oh man. Fire is hard. Because fire has to be chaotic enough that it's not happening in a pattern, but also random enough that it doesn't look like you're just drawing crystals or stalactites or whatever it is that's not fire. Fire is a sort of controlled randomness, and it's really hard to capture. And what I should have done was actually had reference pictures of actual fires or building fires while I was drawing, but I was in a bit of a rush, so I didn't, and that was dumb. Always use reference when you can. The other thing that's difficult about drawing the interior to a building fire is that it has to be, enough chaos that it looks like a building fire, but not so much chaos that you can't see what's going on. So how I layered that was that the bottom of the pictures would be fire, and then the top would just kind of bleed into smoke. And to keep that from overtaking both the Crimson Fly and the little girl on his shoulder, I decided to have that sort of be faded while having a gradient in the background for lighting. I'm a cheater. It's a thing I do. And I've been doing that sort of throughout the entire series because I feel that allows the characters to stand out from the environment without losing that environment and not knowing where you are. The other difficult thing about a building fire is that not very many people take pictures of the interiors of building fires, mostly because nobody wants to be inside a building when it's on fire. So the reference is a little hard to find, but I will look it up. So once I was done with the actual illustration of the cover, it was time to sort of implement that into an app form. And you'd think a cover wouldn't really need any sort of interactivity, and you'd be right. However, this is also going to go into a compilation, and this is how the compilation start, as a sort of intro to the stories that they're in. So it only makes sense to do that, to lay the groundwork now, rather than having to worry about it later, and then taking time off from doing the next story to basically make sure that this works. So yeah, issue 4, the fire. What's gonna happen? You'll have to sign in to find out. And that's it for today's video. If you want to see this strip in its true format, please click the links in the annotations and cards. If you're new, please like and subscribe for more content. This is Colin SkipperWing Bird signing out. I'll catch you peeps later.